Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another TBR jar prompt. Choose my August TBR now. We're in August. Well, we're not when I'm filming this, but we're gonna be. So I did this for the first time last month and honestly loved it. It was so fun. Definitely like my favourite form of choosing a TBR, and I have managed to like nearly read every single book that I chose last month, which doesn't normally happen, so I'm very happy about that. You've probably seen this concept everywhere because it's so popular on BookTube, on BookTok. I personally first found it through Rachel Catherine, but I know there's lots of people that do it, so I want to give credit to whoever did it first, but I'm not too sure who that is off the top of my head. So without further ado, let's choose my August TBR. In today's TBR video, I am going to be choosing 6 books because I feel like that's a great number for me to choose and not get too overwhelmed, and then I kind of have a bit of leeway around those 6 books to choose some extra ones if I'm in the mood for them and stuff like that, and read them on my Kindle, that kind of thing, because 8 books maybe is a bit too much for me, and then anything under 6 is just not enough. So I feel like 6 is a great number, so we're going to pick 6 prompts today. I've got some prompts going around in here, lots of different ones. Last month I honestly got like a really good TBR and I literally loved every single book on it, and I rated like a few of them 5 stars. I know, obsessed. In terms of what I'm in the mood for this month, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not 100% certain what I'm in the mood for. I'm kind of feeling like literary fiction, which I honestly don't think I have any on my TBR anyway, so maybe I should go and get some. But I am also in the mood for like fantasy, because it's not really summer here. Like, it's very cloudy, it's not giving summer vibes, and that's making me want to just like curl up with fluffy pajamas on. Oh, Cindy's coming to join us. Hey! Okay, you're gonna sit nicely? Yeah. I just want to curl up with fluffy pajamas on and have like a hot chocolate, Harry Potter on. I'm so excited to rewatch the Harry Potter films. Sorry about that bird outside if you can hear that. But luckily I do have like a lot of fantasy on my TBR, so I'm kind of excited to choose hopefully some of those because I had quite a romance heavy month in July. Also, I am kind of more getting into my like thriller horror books, which I never thought I would say because I was like, no, I'm just a romance girly, and now I'm like loving horror and thriller books. What has happened? What's going on? I don't know. I really want to get to some like Riley Sager books because I've heard like he's very popular in that kind of genre. I'm very new to it, so if you have any thriller horror book recs, please let me know because I really want to add some to this lovely TBR cart. Okay, we're just gonna close our eyes and choose the first prompt. Okay, what have we got? A book with magical realism. Okay, I'm not sure if I have any, I'm not gonna lie. I would class like magical realism as kind of like the 7 Years Slave, the Dead Romantics, that kind of thing. What a shame I don't have Ashley Poston's new book on my TBR. Maybe I'll need to buy that one. Any excuse to buy more books. I do think there's one with magical realism. Okay, I'm pretty sure Rose Madder by Stephen King, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this one has magical realism in it because this one is basically about a woman who is in a really horrible marriage and her husband is like horrible to her. So one day she's had enough, she decides to like run away from him and try like escape. And she like goes to a new city, gets a new apartment, tries to like build a new life without him, and he's also, while this is going on, he's trying to find her, and it's like a bit of a chase thing. And then she buys a painting, I think, and I think the painting, yeah, so she finds a painting in like a junk shop and she feels like she really wants a painting, but the painting also really wants her, and she's really drawn to it, and I think she takes it for a new apartment. Yeah, and it says here, for Rose to survive, for her to have a chance in her brave new world, she must enter her own myth. A world that lies beyond the surface of a work of art and become a woman she never knew she could be, Rose Madder. So is Rose Madder kind of like her alter ego? That sounds interesting. I'm so excited for this one. Also, this one was 30p at the car boot. Don't sleep on car boots, guys, because you can get some amazing deals. Let's choose our next one. Okay, we've got it. I get so excited opening these little prompts up. Oh, this one's kind of harsh. Ugliest cover on the TBR. Well, This is all subjective, of course. If you love the cover that I pick, then no hate. I'm not hating. What would we pick? What would we pick? I think I kind of know what the ugliest cover might be. Not gonna lie. Okay, we've got 1 option, 2 option, 3 option. Okay, so I feel like these 3 are the ugliest covers on the TBR. No hate, no hate. So the first one is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. And the sad thing is the US cover is so much nicer than the UK cover. Like, the UK cover is giving like every other thriller cover ever on the shelves. Why do they all look like this? Because it honestly puts me off buying them. Because they're just like, meh. Like, this is giving nothing. You know? They all look the same. It's the font that they use, the colour scheme, the random like picture that they use. It's not a bit of me, but I have heard amazing things about this book, hence why I decided to just ignore the cover and buy it, because apparently it's like an insane thriller and super gory. The next option is Jane Eyre, I don't really know how to say that. It's by Charlotte Bronte, and this one, I mean, this one on Amazon, like the cover wasn't this, it was like this gorgeous cover. It kind of matched like this aesthetic, which, how pretty is that? Oh, love. And then it came and it was like this, and I was like, what? And it also came like battered up and dirty, so I like peeled it and tried to send it back, and they was like, just keep it, we'll send you another. So I thought, yes, I'm getting the gorgeous cover, and they literally just sent me this again, but not beaten up, not dirty. So I'm feeling like that's a bit of false advertisement there, because this is not a nice edition in my opinion. It looks like they've just blown up a picture from Google and it's gone all blurry and pixelated, and then they've just whacked it on the front. I'm not sure, but I have really wanted to read this one for a while. I've not read a classic in a few months, and I do really want, like, one of my goals for the month was to read more classics, because I just feel like sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but I always feel really smart when I've finished a classic. And Wuthering Heights, I loved it so much, so I would like to try Jane Eyre. I've also heard this one is like so many people's favourite classic, and I feel like it's a badge of honour to have read it. And the last one on the TBR is Second Chance by Danielle Steele. My nan actually bought me this. My nan is a queen and she buys me books sometimes that she thinks I will like. This cover though is not really giving anything. I mean, yeah. However, I really like the sound of this book, and it's about an editor-in-chief of a New York fashion magazine, and like, okay, my dream, like as a fashion student, yes please, like I want to read about that. And it's set in Manhattan, which the setting is giving, and I've never read one of Danielle Steele's books, and I just feel like it'd be like a silly romantic time. Yeah, a cheesy time. So out of the 3, I don't know what I want to pick. I'm gonna go with Pretty Girls because I'm just in the mood for a thriller right now. I've just said it and I am. So we're gonna go with Pretty Girls for the second book on the TBR. Okay, let's choose our next prompt. This is the 3rd one. I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. Okay, we've got newest addition to the TBR. Oh my gosh. No, I know which one this is. Oh my gosh. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. And I've got the paperback version because I bought it in the airport, and in airports they do like paperback versions, not sure why. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read this book. Like, it's about dragons, it's about like, it's got romance in it, it's got insane world building. I think this is like a high adult fantasy. Say less, this is the one. This is the newest edition. Let's pick the 4th prompt. We've not had to skip any this time. I had to skip quite a few last time. A book with a 1-word title. Interesting. I don't know if I have any of those actually. Studying Drowning, Funny Story. Belladonna, that's an option. What's this one? Is that The Outsider or is it just Outsider? Oh, it's The Outsider. Okay, so the only option we actually have is Belladonna. This is by Adeline Grace, and I think it's a gothic fantasy, and I also do think it is YA, which is fun to read every now and then. This was on my TBR a few months ago and I never actually got around to it, so I am really excited to get to it. I think the third one is coming out this year as well, in September maybe. There's Belladonna, Foxglove and Wisteria, so I should read this to get prepared for the new release. Fifth prompt. A book with a number in the title. I really don't think that we have any of these, if I'm being honest. We do. 6 of Crows. That is technically a number. Well, that is a number, but I don't know if it means like the number or like written out in letters. I think our only option is 6 of Crows. Wow, this is quite a heavy TBR this month. We have got some thick books. Okay, so 6 of Crows. I've heard mixed opinions. I mean, I feel like the people that love it, and the people that don't, really don't. I've seen recently a few people say that it's very confusing and hard to get into, so that kind of scares me. And also I've not read the trilogy that comes before, but I have heard people say there's no point, but then some people love it. It's a whole thing, but it's part of the Grishaverse and I am excited. It gives off very autumn vibes though. And our last book of the TBR. Let's make it a good one, let's make it a good one. A book with a pink cover. Okay, cute. Oh, we've only got one, and this is one I really wanted to read. Yay! Okay, we've got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is her latest release, and I am so excited for this one because we have like barely any contemporary romance on the TBR. We have no contemporary romance, and I don't know if I could go a whole month without reading one. So this is much needed. Also, like the pink in this cover is just unreal. Pink is like my favourite colour. Or dark green. Irrelevant. I've heard that this one is like her spiciest one yet, which is hit and miss because it's like, is the romance going to survive? Is it going to like be a subplot to that? Hopefully not, but this is in like the STEM romance category that she's got going on. I love the love hypothesis and I loved love theoretically. Bride was okay, so I have high expectations for that. Okay, so this is our stack. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, perfect. We have 6 books for the TBR. I'm so excited for these. We'll just do a quick rundown. So first we had Rose Madder, which was the book with magical surrealism. Super excited for this one. I've never heard like anyone talk about it really, so if you have read it, please let me know because it sounds like a very interesting premise. Then we had the book with the ugliest cover, which is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This one is a thriller and it's like meant to be quite gory, quite crazy. It's about a sister that goes missing, I believe, and kind of trying to find out the secrets around that and how, like, why she's disappeared, that kind of thing. Then we have the newest book on my TBR, which is When the Moon Hatched, which, can we appreciate the cover for a second, because how nice is this cover? I'm obsessed. This is about an assassin in a rebellion and I think she's a bounty hunter and she gets sent on like a mission and I think there's lots of romance, there's dragons, wars, intense world building. Sign me up because this sounds like a bit of me. Then we have a one-word title, which we've got Belladonna, a gothic YA fantasy book. Heard lots of good things about this. I have heard it's maybe more on like the chill side of fantasy, which honestly, compared to this will maybe be a nice like change of pace. I'm not sure what it's really about, but I do believe that Death is kind of like a being in this book and he talks to people and stuff, and it's set in like a manor house. The setting is going to give me such autumn vibes. I'm so ready. And we have a book with a number in the title, so we've got 6 of Crows. This one is part of the Grishaverse and I think it's about a group of bounty hunters or like criminals that try pull off a heist. I'm not really too sure. And then we have a book with a pink cover, which is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is her latest romance and it's about 2 people. I think it's about 2 people who are like in business together, but they're kind of on different sides almost. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I know that I'm gonna love this book. And that is all of the books. Hopefully I can get through them all. This is a great TBR in my opinion. Let me know, comment down below if you have read some of these and if you liked them or not. And I would love any of your recommendations to add some more books to the TBR cart. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, it really helps me out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.